All right, Taurus, we have the Four of Cups. Something is going on in your love life that is causing you to be a little complacent. Okay? There's love and emotions being offered to you, and you're either bored with your relationship or bored with somebody's antics or bored with the situation, and you're not wanting to make a decision. There is emotion here. There is love here. It's continuing to be offered to you, but you're not willing to accept it. You may be focusing on work a lot. Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles. This is a card of focusing on work, new opportunities, promotions, maybe new work. Okay, so your focus, you're not wanting to focus on love. You are wanting to focus on yourself, your career, your finances, your success. And there is nothing wrong with that. Okay, you may be very busy too, because in your challenge and benefit position, we have the Two of Pentacles, and this is a card of juggling. Literally juggling. You have a lot on your plate. Okay, you may be juggling a relationship. You may be juggling multiple relationships or love interests. Okay, if you're in a committed bond, you're focused on work and you're trying to spend time with your significant other, and it can be a little taxing at times. Don't get too worried about this. Relationships always have ebb and flow. There's good times, there's bad times, there's boring times, there's exciting times. And you know you're with the right person when they let that ebb and flow into the relationship. Okay? If you are with somebody that shuts down when things get quiet or when things get awkward or weird or you're needing to focus on work too much, when they shut down and make you feel guilty for that, that is not a good relationship. You need to really have a conversation with them. Okay? If you're in a relationship where they say, go, I know you're busy. I want to see you. Let's have date night, but I know you're going to come back around and we're going to be fine. And that goes the same for you. Okay? In terms of challenge and benefit, this could be posing a challenge in your relationship. Okay? Your focus is elsewhere. This could also be a benefit because it allows you to watch and see how your partner or somebody that you're interested in, that you're starting to date, it allows you to watch and see how they react to you being very available and not so available. Okay? That happens in love. And we have to roll with it, and we have to roll with our partners being busy. Okay? Now, there always comes a time when you have to start reconnecting and building the love bond again. You know, you can't just go away for months and months and months and say, I'm busy, I'm busy. Nobody wants to be in a relationship like that. Yes, but if there's a couple weeks where you're busy, it's fine. Okay? The Page of Wands. So this is your energy, Taurus. Okay? This is a fire energy, yes, but you are really taking on, because you're so focused on work, you're really taking on this action orientation. Okay? You're taking action in your life. You're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on building your success. And you are not really making any apologies for it. And you know what, Taurus? You don't have to. Okay? If someone's not willing to stand by your side while you're busy, give them time. If they're unaccepting of that, maybe find somebody that is a little bit more accepting of this. Okay, now like I said, it can happen for a couple weeks, but it really shouldn't happen for a couple months. So, but this is your energy, okay? You're proud of yourself, you're doing well, you're taking action, you're going full force, and you don't really have to make any apologies about it. It could be costing you relationship problems, though. Causing you relationship problems, Taurus, is the Five of Cups. And this is a card of kind of looking back and saying, I may have really lost something that I really cared about. Okay? Doesn't mean they're gone. We have these two full cups. They're full of emotions. It doesn't mean they're gone, but your focus needs to change. Okay? If you have been focusing too much on work, not giving your love the attention that they deserve or need, okay, or clearly communicating to you that they need that, you know, you need to recognize that. You don't just ignore somebody when they say they really need something. If someone's very verbal about what they need from you, You don't have to do it, but you should recognize it. And if you do care about them, you know, really try to do what you can to make it work. So maybe changing your mindset a little bit could help the situation. In your future, though, Taurus, we have the Eight of Swords. And this, I'm sensing that this person, it could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I'm sensing that they're not really letting you do your thing, because I'm sensing they're putting a lot of pressure on you. And because of that, you're needing to focus on yourself and work, but they just keep making you feel guilty about it. And you do, okay? Yes, maybe you need to change your mindset a little bit, but also you also have to recognize when somebody is maybe being a little bit too persuasive or pushing too much, because with the Eight of Swords, you're feeling bound. Okay, you're feeling a little paralyzed. Now again, she has the capability of taking these ties off, taking off this blindfold, and changing her outlook, okay, because swords are her mindset, her thoughts and ideas. She can change this if she wants to, but right now she's feeling very bound. But she is binding herself. Again, mindset, okay? How you're feeling about the situation. We already know how you're feeling about the situation, but it's causing you to maybe look outside of a relationship or a dating situation, Taurus, and realizing that there might be better options for you. Okay, you may be feeling that somebody is trying to pull the smoke screen over your eyes and force you to do something that you really aren't maybe wanting to do. Okay, so you're kind of starting to say, what are my options? How do I handle this? Are they being sincere? What do I do? Okay, that's your mindset. How they are viewing the situation, we have the Queen of Swords. They are viewing the situation as you not caring about them, okay? She is very successful, but she is almost emotionless, okay? And so there can be an air of her not caring about somebody. Even though you may care deeply, you're not showing it in a way that they are receiving. Okay, so just keep that in mind. If this is somebody that you do care about, open up a little bit. Okay, that's how they're viewing you. But they're viewing you for a specific reason. You may not be fully invested in this relationship the way that you had hoped or the way that they are hoping. And that is okay. That happens. Give it time. Give it time. There's no need to make any major decisions just yet. And energy is going to probably get a little more strained. So just be open, communicate. I know that you communicate very well, Taurus. But stay in your strength too. Okay? And your hopes and your fears is that you will be able to stay in your strength, or that this relationship might be strong moving forward. You might just need to give it a little bit more time. Okay, I'm not seeing any card of delay here, though. I'm just seeing you forging ahead, you feeling a little stressed out. But stay in your strength. Okay, sometimes you don't want to make apologies for who you are or what you're doing, and that's okay. Sometimes we need relationships to be our support system and just strong. You want them to be strong and know that you're there, but you also have other things going on in your life. Okay, you don't have your whole life is not revolving around them. Okay, unless you're in a committed bond, then yes, you have to work together and make decisions together. So you're hoping that they can stay strong for you, and you're hoping that they will allow you to stay in your strength. And you will, because Taurus, what's Queen of Wands? And again, I'm likening this to your energy, okay? Forging ahead, working, taking action, being proud, being energetic, and focusing on your career, focusing on yourself, focusing on your life. And that's just exactly what you're going to continue doing, okay? The Queen of Wands loves action. She loves getting involved. She loves money. She loves working hard and having success in her life. And, she wants people around her that are going to push her to do that and allow her to do that, okay? Her or him. These are general readings, so this can be male or female. So stay in your energy, okay? I'm sensing this relationship. If you're just dating or just getting to know somebody, I'm kind of sensing that you are feeling a lot of pressure and really not sure about it. And that's okay. It might... it might be time to, you know, just keep focusing on yourself and not let people push you and persuade you. And you definitely don't want people to make you feel like this. You know, in dating and love and relationships, you want to feel happiness and success and joy and luck and ecstasy. And when you're feeling bound and sad and bored and feeling like you want to have other options, those are not really good signs, but it doesn't mean you have to make any sort of rash decision. Just give it time. And thank you so much.